Hello, I'm back. It's 5:38 p.m. So, as y'all know, because of the online gang stalkers, I can't be as thorough and explicit with certain things about my targeting because whatever is bad, they make it worse. So, I mean, earlier I was very hungry for specific food and hungry for some I'm not gonna say the meat, but I was hungry for some a meat item or food. And so I ordered through DoorDash, and the um the DoorDasher here, as soon as I'm forced to yawn. um they just forced me to yawn, but the DoorDasher was an honest person, and on her end she gave me no issues at all. And so I realized that the restaurant that I ordered from did not give me my fries that I ordered. And then they gave me like a baby scoop of ice cream that was smaller than usual. And the other part of the dessert was burned, you know. And I was upset and couldn't even enjoy my food. And so the DoorDasher was an honest person. She was no problem. But the restaurant, as I said, they gave me like the dessert was hard and it was hard to even bite into, and the ice cream on the side was they gave me like a baby scoop. They cheated me out my food, and then I called up the restaurant. First time, no answer. Second time, the manager was polite on the phone, but she told me that since I ordered through DoorDash, that there's nothing at all that they can do. So then I tried to dispute it with DoorDash, and DoorDash tried to say that they couldn't they said that they could not refund me. So I was infuriated, and I was felt troubled and could not even enjoy my food. And so then, I mean, the dessert, it seemed like as if they put it in the microwave, and like as if it was microwave for too long and got hard. And so they kept on rejecting my request for my complaint about the missing item, and kept saying that they couldn't process my refund or whatever. And so then I finally was able to get a hold of an agent, and the agent tried to tell me that I requested so many refunds within a short period of time, like requesting more than 3 refunds within the past 10 orders. Well, the DoorDash workers and restaurants, they're the ones who need to get everything together. But I know that this is not really accidental because of me being targeted and being gang stalked. So the gang stalkers will have a field day and take advantage and exploit fucking up my order on purpose and then make it look like an accident. And, other targeted individuals will call it plausible deniability. So, I mean, the hotel that I'm at, I felt like me being already upset from last night and feeling high anxiety about tomorrow. um, I felt like I needed to stay here today and try to cool off and calm down. And I'm really frightened for tomorrow about where to go and I'm, just about broke now. So at this hotel, there's, you know, I would have to walk kind of a far distance to get to a restaurant or a place to eat. And I felt like I just didn't feel like being perked. And then, and this happened a lot, if I try to order something, because I felt like I didn't feel like walking to go somewhere to go eat, and then didn't feel like being perked. And then they will perp or abuse me one way or another. I don't even have to leave this place. And the restaurant and DoorDash perp me. And so it's like this month already is a financial bad luck. Bad luck and a financial failure already. And so when I get out of here tomorrow, there's no place that I can sleep. And no place where I can go. No money for any place to go, and no more homeless sleep spot for me. I can't go anywhere. And then people who want to talk about, oh, why don't you just go to a shelter? You're ignorant. You're ignorant. Because you don't even know how the shelter system operates. The shelters are full all the time, especially in the winter and when it's cold, and a lot of people end up getting turned away. And then now I don't even have the money. I wouldn't even have the money to stay in a shelter. Yes, they charge you and you got to pay to stay in a shelter and pay to live in prison. And I talked about that so many times. So, and another ignorant thing that people want to, especially lately, after that meth head lady who lied to me about the trailer, and she started talking about save your money. Then everybody started to say save your money. How could I? If I had money I could save, I wouldn't need to have that fundraiser or cash app or nothing. I wouldn't need to be panhandling on the streets or nothing if I had the ability to save money. So stop that too, talking about save your money or, oh, why don't you go to a shelter? And it's like I can't even y'all don't even know how things truly are. That shelters be at capacity or over capacity, or and then you pay to stay there and they mob you out of there and if you paid about a month, say if it's today's December 4th, if I would have been in something like a Salvation Army, what they'll do is take all your money for the month, that of the shelter price for the month, and then wait till the day after you paid them, and then pick an argument with you for an excuse to lie on you, set you up, and wrongfully ban you, and then don't give you your money back, and then you're out on the streets. Back out on the streets. So if that incident wouldn't have happened last night, it's 5:47 p.m. I probably would have been chilling at that spot by now with an extra I'm not going to say how much extra money I would have had left. How much money I would have had left. Because of the online perps wanting to dissect and calculate everything. So first of all, no shelters available really for single women. And if they were, they charge money. They fill up fast and they're at capacity. And people get turned away. And then, they community mob you and bully you out of the shelter. So, this is scary and frightening that, I don't have anywhere to go and nowhere to sleep. Nowhere to sleep. And guess what? The spot where I was at last night and for the past, since July, the harassment and gang stalking was kept to a minimal. I still had it, but it was kept to a minimum. And also, it was kept to a minimal, and I didn't have to worry about being eaten up by ants in the morning. And whenever I slept by the bay, I would end up getting, no matter where in that area, I would end up getting attacked by ants. I can't go to sleep by the bay anymore. Nowhere near there. I can't sleep at 532 West Garden Street. I can't sleep nowhere. I don't know where to go. And this is frightening to have nowhere that I can sleep at. And no privacy of where I can go potty at. Well, no bathroom I can use. And people just sitting here watching me suffering and won't even help. I'm not even a crazy person, and I do not need to be locked up in jail or prison or the mental institution, and I don't need to be dead. So, I have a job interview over the phone but it's a part-time job, and I don't even know if it would do me any good. A part-time job. It'll help a little bit with something, but I was still struggling with even a full-time job. And so, I think that the people who refuse to help homeless and poor who want to get out of their situation, I think that should be like a jail or a prison sentence for them. Like these narcissistic fake employers and stuff that discriminate and then lie and say that we're lazy and don't want to work. And they think it's so easy people think it's so easy. Why you don't get food stamps? Or it's not that quick and easy, especially if you're targeted. They mess with your paperwork, or they delay or manipulate or do something weird. So I'm really nervous and my anxiety is high. I thought I was gonna get a nap today, but I did not get to fall into a deep sleep and didn't get to get a nap. And so yeah, my body and my mind, my body was feeling weak, so I felt like I needed some meat to eat, you know. And so as I said, I'm not even going to disclose what I ate because the online perps, they want to act like, but that's my Social Security money. And as I said, there's nothing like in the next couple of blocks to go and eat something. To go get something to eat. And I felt like, my body feels weak from the sleep deprivation, and I'm feeling very sensitive right now. And so I have to be forced to be out on the streets tomorrow with no direction or nowhere to go. And it's very scary. Very scary. And so I didn't even get to work on any writing at all today. Well, maybe I might get to later on this evening. Possibly, probably. But as I said, due to the sleep deprivation and all that, my short story writing has not been coming out good, or things have not been coming out the way that I wanted it to, So It's really scary to be crying out for help and nobody want to help you, or nobody people don't even want to help others to get back on their feet or get independent. You hear that? So that all afternoon they've been having the perps above me, been thumping and stumping. And I have a feeling that like between the next 15 hours or so, that time's gonna fly by really fast. And then they got this other job opportunity that somebody emailed me and said that they wanted an interview, but I didn't realize that that job is way in Gulf Breeze, past like not even the beach direction. It's like mainstream Gulf Breeze, way down there, and it's like I didn't realize it was way down there, so I would have to cancel that opportunity because also well I don't have enough money for an Uber to get way over there for the interview, and I'll be damned to waste more money taking an Uber to go that far where the buses don't go. And then just for them to not hire me. So yeah, I it's not uncommon to be a targeted individual and your order gets messed up either by the DoorDasher or the restaurant or whatever other place to eat. So I mean they've messed up numerous orders, and then also my meat that I ate, it looked like that even kind of looked like it was tampered, like as if they suddenly tampered with that too. And you know what? I took a picture of the ice cream, but I didn't even think I was too so enraged. I didn't. I mean, I didn't lose my temper or nothing, but deep inside, like I was raging silently in my heart and my mind and stuff, but not physically. But it's like I was very frustrated, upset, hurt, and shocked. And so then I don't know if that's the person above me or next to me. Sounds like above me. So I was really shocked. That, and it's like, well, DoorDash, the dashers and the restaurants, y'all need to get it together. But I've had you know DoorDash perps. You know, if I do a grocery store order or something, they manipulate or mess things up the majority of the time, or they might drive with one headlight, but honestly get me everything I needed and pretend to be fake nice. But a lot of times it's something wrong that they make something wrong not every time, but almost every time. Like I get more problems than everything than the times I get more times with problems than I get times when everything runs smoothly. And I was so mad that that narcissistic perp Anthony, who acted like a male Karen. I wish I could have showed y'all, but I didn't want to get wrongfully banned from the hotel. So that's why I didn't show y'all the way he acted and everything. And he lied about everything. And so after I had that feud with the so-called targeted individual, fake TI perp named Anthony, narcissistic control freak fake TI perp Anthony, then that regular perp Anthony that was the DoorDasher, I think he was lying with the fake name Anthony as like a directed conversation, or him letting me know that, oh, I know you had I know you on bad terms or had an altercation with somebody named Anthony. So so that DoorDasher that acted like a male Karen, he was dishonest and lied about everything, and his name is probably not even Anthony. Or what's that a coincidence after, and he fucked up my order on purpose and gave me what he wanted me to have, what narcissistic abusers do, gave me what he wanted me to have, and then try to force me to accept what he wanted me to have, and then lie and say this is what you ordered, and I'm like, no, I didn't. And then he had a fake, a fake tantrum. And I figure, well, that guy, that fake DoorDash perp Anthony, I feel like, well, what lies did he say about me for me to be wrongfully banned from getting any more refunds? But they had that for Valentine's Day this year. I ordered something, and they had the male perp that ate my food. Not all of it, but he ate some of my food and put it back. And he took long and went a wrong direction, and he had strange headlights, or was it one headlight? And I'm like, the guy with the username Stephanie. No, I'm sorry. Was it Stephanie? Yeah, I think yeah, if it wasn't Stephanie, then I don't remember. But yeah, a guy with the name he put the fake DoorDash name Stephanie. And then when I would go to Bodacious, physically in person, not through DoorDash, but in person, if I go to fake Bodacious, well, Bodacious ain't on DoorDash, but they would have a female who would wear the name tags of obvious men. And they would manipulate and wear each other's name tags. And it's like, and even at the, what man, like, say if I go to Whataburger and they have a man with the name tag Melanie on it, like, what man is going to be named Melanie? Like, come on. So, or a woman named, John. A woman named John, or a woman named Kevin, or a man named Brittany, or some shit like that. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, So, I felt like I couldn't get by through the day and have like just that junk frosted flakes for breakfast, and then have later on just eggs and apple and oatmeal, and that be it for the day. So I felt like I needed something dense to eat, with meat. And so I also felt the need to have something comforting, since I feel frightened. I feel very frightened about leaving out of here tomorrow with nowhere to go and no direction. And the time that I scheduled the interview, I don't even know the time that I scheduled the interview. Um, I won't even have the convenience or the peace and quiet. Won't. I think I don't. I'm not going to say the time the interview will be because of the online perps also. But I think it will be some conflict with me leaving out of here, and well, I'm gonna be having to panhandle It's going to be a long, miserable month that I'm going to have to panhandle, I'm going to say, all month long for food and a hotel room or whatever. But people don't give a fuck. They really don't care. And they would rather, they wouldn't mind seeing me locked up and put away in jail or the mental institution, all because I can't find no place to lay my head at night. Or, I don't really have anywhere to exist or to be. So I don't know where to go. I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have a vehicle. And so, I mean, if I would stay here, if I had the money to stay here, I wouldn't even leave this place, unless the harassment got too bad. But 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 that if I would stay anywhere. But as I said, I need urgent assistance and urgent help. Very urgent help. And this is not funny. My life is on the line. So everybody's hoping for me to be locked up and put away in a mental institution or 5150, or they were hoping that I get arrested and go to jail. And if I try to go and have some privacy and pee behind the bushes being homeless, then perps would do stuff like chop down the bushes like during the day when I'm gone, or they would thin out the bushes on purpose. And it's like, well, wow, but they would have, if it weren't for me to go and pee behind the bushes or something, they would continue to let that bush grow. But because I had been, trying to get some privacy, or if I try to go pee behind the bushes or behind a dumpster or somewhere, they will have a vehicle that blocks that space where I can't even go pee somewhere private. But that's a disadvantage for me being a woman, because if I was a guy, I heard that a guy, if they're homeless on the streets and they can put a blanket over them and urinate in a bottle discreetly. They can whip out their thing and urinate in a bottle discreetly. But a woman, you can't do that. You have to pull down your pants, or pull up your skirt. And, as I said, like I'm panicky and finicky. I'm sorry, finicky is not the word, but I'm panicky and freaking out about having nowhere to go, and I don't have the money to travel anywhere or move anywhere or nothing. So I need any and all the help I can get, And as I said, people aren't even trying to hire me. They'll just sit there and leave me to look like try to make a fool out of me and just let me do the job interview, and then stand me up, or they don't even tell me why they refuse to hire me. So I'm begging, pleading, and praying for any and all the help that I can get. And people think that just because I'm asking online for help, they narcissistically and falsely assume that I'm just dependent on man, and that they think that they falsely assume that I'm not going to pray or that I'm not praying. You don't know what I'm doing off camera behind closed doors. But people, they're doing nothing but they steal, kill, and destroy. And we Americans are not the problem. If the government is the damn problem, and they take all that money and send it to Ukraine and leaving us to suffer. or they help all the, I'm gonna say it, they help all the illegals. And even if they are legal immigrants, it's like they're legal immigrants too. They're financially well off and living the high life. You don't see foreign people poor, struggling, and hungry and homeless like our own American people, black or white. Because they got a nice bit of white people who are homeless too, and black people. Black and white, a lot of us are homeless. But in downtown Skid Row in Los Angeles, they had a few Hispanics, but not that many. But they had about maybe one or two Asians homeless in Skid Row, Los Angeles. But I just don't know how they do it though. And then they run businesses in our country and then treat us like we're not welcome in our own country. And they can be racist and discriminate against us. They can run and own businesses in our country. But we're not allowed to do that. Or they make so many roadblocks and traps to prevent you, the American, from running a business in your own country, your own native land where you were born and raised. But yet foreigners can come here for a better life and they can live that American dream. Ain't that twisted? So as I said, I need any and all the help I can get. So-called Christian churches aren't even trying to help either. And a lot of them are ignorant to the truth and brainwashed, duped. And so, and I tried what I could to try to pray and read the Bible and stuff. But do I have to announce it every time? I mean, yesterday I listened to 7 chapters of the book of John yesterday. And I recently prayed too. So it's like after I listened to the Bible and all that, and then that incident happened. And so, I'm trying to fight for stabilized housing, a job opportunity, really an entrepreneurial opportunity. And I wish that my laptop wouldn't have got messed up, or I wish I could get a new laptop. And then they're messing up my phone really bad. They're messing up my phone really bad. Can't even type on this phone. And my phone is doing all kinds of unusual, weird stuff. And as I said, I just got this phone. And I really think the perps are hacking my phone. So, it's like tonight is going to be like the last night of a comfortable night of sleep. To stretch out and lay in a bed and go to sleep. To stretch out and lay in a bed and go to sleep. And then go tomorrow when I can't even lay down nowhere. And then when I'm on the streets, the gang stalkers, they get paid to that's human trafficking, and they harass me even more. And I heard that they get paid to harass you even more if they get the target out of the house or whatever, or if they make you homeless, and then they gang stalk and harass and terrorize you even more. I don't know. I'm sitting here fighting for a way out of this predicament, but they keep suppressing me. And the online gang stalkers, they have a lot to do with it too. And at the same time, they want me to blame myself for the gang stalking attacks that are done to me. And that's not fair or right at all. So I am freaking out and panicking, and people just don't care. And then the online perps and ignorant people, even in person, will be like, well, you brought it on yourself, or you did this yourself. And I have to hear narcissistic lectures about, oh, there are consequences for your behaviors. But yet the people who are doing the trafficking and gang stalking, they're not suffering consequences. The only consequences they're going to suffer, I mean, they get away scot free on this earth, but the only suffering they're going to do is when they burn in hell. And they can hide behind falsely glorifying themselves as God's chosen elect and empath and everything else, but they're counterfeit. Counterfeit. Y'all not part of 144,000, the fake TI perps and regular perps. Stop it. So, my anxiety is too high to even try to work on a short story tonight. It's something I got to be creative and think about. But, my fingernails, I showed y'all my nails yesterday in one of my videos, but my fingernails are, and my toenails, I need to trim them before the night is out. So like the length of my nails is like, you can tell how depressed I am, suffering emotional depression. And I feel like as if I'm about to be stumped on like a roach. And I am very terrified, being locked up in a mental institution or jail and all these abuses that people can get away with doing to me. And I have screenshots of the threats and the horrible things that the online gang stalkers, what they say to me. But yet, how the hell you say that you make a threat to come down to Pensacola and bash my head in concrete? But then you talk about wanting me to suffer consequences for my behavior. What about you suffering consequences for your threats made at me? And you harassing me unprovoked for no reason. I never did you anything. So it's really frightening out here. And I don't want to say, I don't want to say that, that I might not have that much longer to live. But, it seems just very scary, right? It seems very, 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 very scary. I mean, I'm really scared. And, I'm terrified of the mental institution in jail. And all I'm trying to do is survive. And the narcissistic online perps, they watch these videos and laugh. And I'm feeling exhausted and tired. And guess what? My soul is tired too. I can't take no more. I really can't take anymore. And and also I keep noticing that on both my community posts and my on my community posts and my videos, the online perps, they give thumbs up and then switch it from a thumbs up to a thumbs down. They come back hours or even days later to switch it from a thumbs up to thumbs down. And I'm tired of being like, say if I have 14 thumbs up and then later on 5 hours later I come and it's like 13 thumbs up. And that's gaslighting also. And it's like, for you to be a grown adult and do petty shit like that, and then y'all tell me I'm immature and need to grow up. So anyway, despite me feeling down, excuse me, sorry. Despite me feeling down, I'm gonna, try to take care of my hygiene right now. Take a shower, brush my teeth, and trim my nails, wash my hair, and everything. But I have to put back on the same clothes because the only clothes I have now is the clothes on my back, and I have my socks inside my backpack. So I need help. Like, I'm freaking out because I don't know of a solution of what to do. So I gotta go for now. Please, I'm praying for any help I can get. Like, y'all gonna sit there and leave me to just be destroyed and die? Like, come on. It's like I got more haters and enemies than supporters. That watch my videos or read my blogs and follow me on Twitter and stuff. People who just don't care. So I have the fundraiser up, and people are not taking me seriously. They're not believing anything I say about my targeting, my suffering, my need for help, my need for support, or anything like that. So I really feel I'm really scared about I'm really scared about what might happen to me in the immediate future. So I gotta go now.